enjoy making paper flowers because you just very quickly can see how something flat becoming three-dimensional. This is the best joy, and you can talk to them and they listen and they don't talk back. My name is Balushka and I'm a paper florist. Paper floral art is a process of taking flat object as material paper and creating it into 3D, three-dimensional object flower. I taught myself how to make paper flowers and I had very limited time to do so. I just created them from inner myself, so I was born with it inside. So it was a knowledge of making paper flowers that happens. I enjoy making paper flowers because paper, it comes from my childhood. My parents back in Ukraine owned a printing company and they would print anything, starting from business cards to books. So my childhood was all about paper. Back in Ukraine, I achieved a master's in math and I think it tremendously helped me with paper flowers, which sounds strange, but I use rulers and I use pencil and inches to create my designs. From the beginning, I knew that I wanted to do fashion, but back in Ukraine, we don't really have great opportunities to study fashion. So I decided to move to America since I was fluent in English. After several years being here, I realized this is my passion, this is what I want to do. I always loved to do things with my hands, create. Moving from fashion to paper floral world was pure accident. My sketch professor in school asked me to make paper floral backdrop for a company. And I was like, what is paper floral backdrop? She's like, Balushka, you look like you can figure it out. That's all I got as a guidance and a piece of paper. I accomplished it and realized that I was the happiest in my life while making paper flowers. This is it. This is my calling. I use all kinds of paper. Paper, you can divide it by weight. And this is what I learned from back in Ukraine from my mom. I apply lace on papers. I hand dye lace and apply it on papers. This comes from a fashion background. So I got really lucky with my education and I just tried to combine it all in one art. We start with flat paper. Then the shapes being cut, depending on the design. So I choose a design, I cut the shape, depending on the style. Then you take components to the flower, its center and petals. So you cut your petals, you treat the petals. You either fold them or dart them or just light curl, depends. And you use different tools depending on the process. And then you put the flower base together. So this is going to be a shell. So you construct it very precisely mathematically. You construct the base of the flower and then you design the center. So while base of the flower can be the same, but the center will always be unique. And then you set your center in and voila, it's done. I spent all my life around paper. And paper is very well being preserved, so you can enjoy the artwork for a long time. And flowers, because of flowers, are international. They don't have borders, they don't have ethnicity, they don't know languages, they speak language of love. I would like people to take love from my designs. I think love is the biggest power we have as humans, and flowers talk love, speak love per se. And I truly believe in them. They collect energy and I always give love to my flowers.